Good morning, everyone. I want to introduce you to our newest litter of puppies, and I want to take a little bit of time and show you what is normal for a puppy that is almost 2 weeks old. So let's get into it. So this is Cindy and Frederick's litter. They're almost 2 weeks old. They're doing great. We have 3 boys and 2 girls. You've probably seen the pictures of corgis sleeping in all these crazy positions. Yeah, it starts when they're little. So today, I want to go through, what do 2-week-old puppies do? What's normal for puppies of this age? And then what do we do at this point to help with their development? So, first of all, you could probably notice that their eyes are closed. Eyes are still closed. They cannot see. Their ears are still sealed. They cannot hear. They basically just sleep a lot and, of course, nurse off mom. They can smell and they can detect the sense of touch and heat. So they're going to stay close to a heat source. In my whelping crate, I don't think you can see this, but anyway, there is the area that they're laying is an indented area, and that is a heated surface. So they're going to stay in that heated area a lot because they cannot regulate their body temperature, and that keeps them warm. They can feel us touching them, and they can smell, and we're going to use that to give them a head start on becoming a great dog at this age. So, mom's still stimulating them to pee and poop. They're born immature, and they're just having to develop now. So what do we do with them to give them a head start? One of the things we do, we start at day 3 when they're 3 days old, is a procedure called ENS, Early Neurological Stimulation. This was actually a protocol that was developed in the biosensor program of the military. And I did a video maybe a year or 2 ago on that. I'll put the link in the descriptions if you want to see more on the specifics of what we do. But basically, we're going to use some tactile stimulation, and it's going to help activate their neurological systems. And that is going to help their cardiovascular system develop, their adrenal system, increases their tolerance to stress, and increases their resistance to disease. And those are all things that we want our, puppies to have as adult dogs. We also are going to introduce scent. So basically, we're going to be using tactile stimulation to help stimulate their neurological system. We're going to be doing things like changing their position to increase or decrease the blood flow in their body. And like I said, I've outlined this or showed you this all in a previous video. We're going to be doing things like touching their feet. One of the things that I like to do is I like those babies to be smelling of me because they can't smell. I want them to be, bonding, and I want them to be learning of human scent. So I just let them muzzle around on me and sniff on me. Well, thank you, baby. They can't hear, but they can feel vibrations in my voice. So I'll make sure that I talk to them and they feel the vibrations of my voice, because they're probably already feeling those vibrations anyway. So also cleaning their whole area multiple times a day if they need it. Look at, we got 2 on our back sleeping now. We weigh them daily to make sure that they're still growing. Everything's on track. And that's one of the reasons that I don't show babies when they're first born or in the first week, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're going to lose one. They're so fragile. This litter actually started out with 6 puppies. And we lost a puppy about 3 days in. Look at that. Look at those adorable little feet. You may see him twitching, and that is fully normal too. I also did a video on that. I'll put a link to that in the descriptions too. They're actually forming nerve connections when you see that twitching when they're sleeping. But this is about what they do, at 2 weeks old. Another thing that we work on is early scent introduction. And that's to stimulate their sense of smell. So you already saw that I have them smell me, and then I introduce a new scent in every day. So here is some wool off of a lamb, and I'm just going to put it up to the baby. It's kind of hard to do one-handed here. And to see, he'll either move closer to it or move away from it. This baby doesn't seem to mind it at all. I wonder if he's just asleep. Okay, let's do another one with it. Okay, here. Look at it. Yeah, he's smelling it. Like, what is that? Okay, maybe it's not so good. You'll notice that I have them marked with non-toxic fabric paint with just a little dot of a color, and that helps me track them and write down their weight so I don't get messed up on any markings, because sometimes you have multiple puppies that look very, very similar. So the transformation is about to occur. Those eyes are going to open, anytime. Sometimes it takes until they're about 16 days old. It's all just dependent upon the puppy and the litter. When their eyes are developed, they'll be ready. Until that time, I keep it pretty dark in here. So when those little eyes do open, that they're not just exposed to bright sunlight. We don't have any damaging effects there. But once their eyes open, party's on. Everything's going to change. They're going to become a lot more active, start moving around a lot more. You'll just see a lot more out of them. He's on. Oh, you can see that little guy's ears twitching. This one's body's twitching a little bit. Go look up that video that I made earlier that explains that. But once eyes open, it's a different game. Party's on. They're going to really start motivating around and start doing some things. So that will be what I show in my next video. So make sure to subscribe to our channel and set up for notifications. That way you will know when I post that video. And thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Oh my.